All right, what is up? Welcome to Spoiler Kings. My name is Tim Kramer with Brian the Grizzly, and we're going to talk about Murderbot. The end of it, the last like 3 or 4 episodes, where we left off from our last review. But yeah, that's it, man. End of season 1. Season 2 got greenlit, so look
Yep.
forward to that coming hopefully soon. We don't have to wait 3 years, but we'll see.
No, I
But
mean, the way they do this show in the small bites, 20, 25-minute bites, I think this should be done. I can even see this
I hope
coming out early next year, like
I hope so.
film,
That'll be
ready to
yeah.
go. Talking about February, out.
Yeah. I mean, right now, Apple TV, because this is on Apple TV streaming there, so go check it out. But you got Severance, you got Silo, Murderbot, and then there's all the other shows, that we don't really talk about that are still like amazing, So,
Mhm.
Apple could just go boom, 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 and just own, every night of the week if they really wanted to.
If more people would go out and just watch it, it's so interesting. Everything is so good on my Apple TV. So.
Yeah, it really is. It's the one where it doesn't have a lot of other stuff, but their own things are amazing. Their own like produced stuff is so good. Well, also I didn't know CBS is also co-produces this show, so I did
That
not know
makes
that.
sense, though.
So yeah, same thing with like other stuff like F1 is Warner Brothers and Apple. So like you said, it kind of makes sense with Apple starting to get big, but not quite on their own yet.
They have to partner with bigger, broadcasting companies to go with it. So
Yeah. But yeah, like I said, we're gonna talk about the end of season 1. What you think about it?
Oh, so 7 complementary species. You can start seeing it was the scent that was going on. So you know how you have like the curve, the way that the arcs and stuff like that goes for storytelling. 7
Yeah.
was it started ascending, and it's a lot of interesting things, and you start realizing that was a Grafton is really looking at Murderbot like something's not right and not trusting him. And then though Murderbot's still doing his thing, you start to feel him becoming more independent. Though he's already override. He has free will. He's gained free will and all that stuff. But now he started to become a little bit more independent in 7. And then 8, same thing. You got the competing groups. Even though someone's more stronger than him, he's able to like defeat them regardless because he's something else to him. And he says he's luck, but when preparation meets skill, gets you luck a lot of times. Like because of who he is getting him a lot of luck. And then 9 was the All Systems Red. Murderbot basically dies.
Yeah,
he's pretty much dead.
he like sacrifices himself to save Mensa, which was like amazing.
Yeah, and the plan was to save the whole crew. He's like, I'm going to let myself die so they could get out. And then he ends up doing when Mensa comes out to try to save him. He sacrifices himself to make sure she's okay from landing. That was an intense episode. And then that finale, bro.
Oh yeah, episode 10.
Oh my god.
Man, I will probably talk mostly about like those last like probably 2 episodes, but that last one, just because this whole show is dark humor, kind of funny, kind of a little goofy at times. That last one really starts talking about like free will, who you are, when you remove like your armor, quote unquote, like who are you? When you now he could do whatever he wants, like legit could do whatever he wants. Like, is he still just gonna sit there and watch, thousands of hours of a shitty TV show, or is he gonna go do something? Like it's a very tonal shift of an episode compared to the first 9, but it still fits with what the story is trying to tell. And man, that was one of the better endings, a season finale episode that I've seen, in a while.
I thought it was really interesting because I thought it was like not I was talking about something bigger than what it really was. So like the idea of who Murderbot was, finding his code, but it wasn't just his code to me. It was like finding his soul. So imagine like the body is just whatever, and it's just an engine that you've been in. But the thing that makes you who you are is your soul. They went out and found this part of him that's his soul, put the soul back into this husk of a body, and he becomes himself again. And then though he's enjoying, he loves these people, he sees them, he will die for them, all those things. But what's real freedom? What to talk about like that, that's huge to even ask. What is truly freedom? Hey, Murderbot, you come and we could do all these things within these content, this context. You could do these things with us, within this little parameter. But for real freedom is to be able to go choose your own path. And that's what he wanted to do. And he says, I need to go check the perimeter. I need to go see the world. And when Garathan understood what he was saying, I need to go see the world. I need to check the perimeter. And I thought that was just so deep. It was on so many different levels talking about these things. I'm like, man, that is fire.
Yeah. And it's like you said, it's so deep. It's a callback to what the character, who he is, because at the end of the day, he's still a sec unit. So he has to go check the perimeter. But it's like you said, it's just so deep, and it was so well done, and I know, in the pre-show we were talking about it. The guy who plays Garathian, he was so good, man. And it's like you had two really amazing actors face to face doing this very emotional scene, because Alexander Skarsgård is like not a pusher. He's a really good actor as well. And them together doing this scene, it was good. It was good.
I had goosebumps while I was watching.
Yeah.
I need to check the parameter.
Yeah.
Okay. I know what you need to go do. You need to go and be on your own. See, you can't be under our thumb. Think that you really found freedom.
Yeah.
You have to go out on your own and find out who you are. Decide that, and then in my mind, check the perimeter was also, and maybe I come back.
Yeah.
Maybe I come back to see you, but right now I need to find out who I am. And that's why it's so cool seeing Mensa, seeing that and tearing up and being happy for him to be able to go out and do what he needs to go do and find who he is and understand that. And I'm sure she's going to tell the rest of the crew, this is why he's doing it.
Yeah. And the rest of the crew, like by the end of this season, like you really like the crew, because in the start you're like, oh, they're all morons. They're all idiots. And they still are to a certain extent, but like you love them, because like you kind of see them through Murderbot's eyes. So Murderbot's like, these stupid humans, like they're so stupid. And then by the end, he's like, they're so stupid and I love them. They're the best. Like Mensa's the best. It's like, and you're like,
she was like, you call me Madam President. You forget who she is.
Yeah.
When Penley's like, no, I'm gonna set an injunction. Like they are smarter than what they understand the world. They had higher points to them. So like all those things was cool to understand who they really are.
And the power they really have too. Because this whole time they're like they're doing something out of their comfort space, of being,
explorers. And they always say, Mensa, why did you come here?
Yeah. Why is the person in charge?
Why are we asking her why are we asking her? But no, she's Madam President.
Yeah.
Can you imagine that? There's someone that's dignified and has that, all that power, and she's having anxiety because of what's actually, she usually is the one telling people to go do it, and she's going to do stuff. You understand her more, and you see her in this world, and understand her place in this world, which is even more important for Murderbot to be able to go and find his place in this world.
Yeah. Which is why, like, when they cut to that scene of her crying, looking out the window, but also like nodding, it was like, like she's sad because she's gonna miss my friend. This person who I had was making a good connection with, but I'm also like happy he gets to do the thing, he gets to go be free. It was that last episode, man. Like, I did not expect it to hit that hard. It was so well done, and it just sets up a season 2 and a season 3, or however many seasons they want to do it. It sets it up where I was like, oh, this is gonna be good. This is gonna be good. Because we still have a lot of like things, the flashes he gets and stuff like that. And
what did that
and
scene actually mean? What happened
yeah,
in that past before he became that? All those things
yeah,
he's going to have to deal with.
yeah. And I think they kind of hinted at it where they were saying like, oh, we were hoping your human side, your organic side would somehow remember us. And now that he's, back to being unlocked and being, free, I wonder if that's going to start to be able to unlock some human memories of before he was a sec unit.
Let's remember, even when they erased all this, he was back in the field, and that flash still stopped him.
Still, yeah,
It stopped him.
yeah.
So they erased everything. There's still part of it, that flash that stopped him cold. So there's something into that, and that they didn't just put that in there and forget about it.
Yeah.
That's going to be so important going forward. And they gave us a lot of stuff. That last episode was fire. They did a great job.
Yeah. They did a really good job. I thought like this was obviously very secluded to Murderbot and the group. But even like episode 8 and 9, when you got into the other group that was on the planet with them, the evil, group, I guess. This show really builds this like universe of you have the corporation doing stuff, you have these people who are like quote unquote like the hippies, and then you have like other people who are just all about the money, like nothing matters besides the money. So like it really builds this world of like, you kind of know it because it's kind of real, but it's still very sci-fi and pushes the limit of reality and stuff like that too. So yeah.
If anyone hasn't seen it, you have to go check it out. Get on Apple TV Plus. Check this one out because it's amazing.
Yeah. I mean, great cast from everybody. There's a fake TV show that he watches, or a TV show that he watches in the show. Was it a Sanctuary Moon?
Sanctuary
Moon.
John chose the captain, and then you got DeWanda Wise as the navigational unit. Dude,
Gray Clark is in there.
Yeah.
Who's the dude from? He was 30 Rock, Wreck-It Ralph.
Jackie Brayer, whatever.
Yeah, is that who he is? Like, he's always like he's in random things too. So yeah, I mean, you had a fake show who had like a star-studded cast, and then this one was like, was really awesome. Alexander Skarsgard, he knocked it out of the park. Knocked it out of the park as Murderbot.
Yeah,
absolutely was so good.
If I can say anything to everybody, just to go see it, go check it out yourself, and then let us know what you're thinking about it. Because I hope we get 5, 6, 7 seasons. I hope this becomes something like The Expanse. You thought it was gonna be a one-off, and then all of a sudden, 7 seasons later, got this greatness.
Yeah, we get all that. So I know there's 7 books. So if we get 7 seasons, I'm cool with that. If they want to mush a few of them together and we get like 5 seasons, I'm cool with that too. It's just I'm really glad they announced the day before the finale aired. They announced that they're getting a 2nd season. So yeah,
awesome.
I'm super excited about it. But yeah. Unless you got anything else, man.
No, definitely. I want to hear what everyone else has to say, because this is one of the shows that last 2 episodes really just got a lot of thought provoking for me. I hope it does it for other people, and then the anticipation can push people towards really watching these shows and enjoying what Apple TV Plus is doing.
Agreed. But yeah, we just want to hear from you guys. So leave a comment down below. Let us know what you think about Murderbot. If you haven't watched it, we are highly recommending Murderbot. Like, you go watch this right now. Like, stop what you're doing and go watch it, because it is good. And it's a quick watch. They're about 20-ish minutes.
8 or 20 some minutes, and the last one I think it was like 40.
Yeah. So quick watches, so you'll be able to knock it out in like a night, honestly. But yeah, we just want to hear from you. So leave a comment down below and let us know what you think about Murderbot. And make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, come and join us every Monday, Thursday, and Saturday when we do other fun, nerdy stuff like reviewing other shows like Murderbot and stuff like that. But yeah, we appreciate everyone hanging out with us. But yeah, we will see you guys in the next review.